This is Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review with your early lines report in Major League Baseball for the games on Saturday, August the 20th. Let's get right to business. Let's start with the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Indians. Big-time American League playoff contender series between these two teams this weekend. And I think on Saturday the edge lies with the Toronto Blue Jays, a team with Aaron Sanchez on the mound for this game, who has just been phenomenal for this team. I mean, the debate continues to go on about just how long Aaron Sanchez is going to remain in this Toronto Blue Jays rotation, but if it were up to me, you got to think about winning games. I would not take this guy out of the rotation whatsoever. He has really been that good for the Blue Jays this season and continues to really dominate and get the job done, start in and start out. You look at what he's been able to do. It's just been fantastic for Sanchez. He's allowed 2 runs or less in 9 of his last 10 starts. That's flat out terrific. He did beat Cleveland in his one time facing them last year, so he has that going for him as well. And his road ERA, believe it or not, it's even better than his overall ERA. He's got a 2.40 road ERA this season. I think he's got the chance to be very good again here. And it's worth noting, too, Toronto's upgraded bullpen has been very good of late. They've got a little more depth. They've got Scott Feldman in this bullpen now. Feldman! I mean, he's got a very... he's a good addition to this bullpen. Can give you some innings, some middle relief if need be, and these old veterans are getting the job done for them. Joaquin Benoit and Jason Grilli, who are mid-season additions to this bullpen, they've been solid. And now all of a sudden you've got a bridge to get from your starter to the closer, Roberto Osuna, who's been phenomenal this season for the Jays, closing out games. So a bullpen that was just a disgrace, a mess early in the season. Jays have gone a long way to try to fix those problems, and so far that bullpen, especially lately, pitching much better. Good news for Toronto moving forward. Josh Tomlin is going to be on the mound here for Cleveland, and remember, there was a time Cleveland was like 12-1 or something in Tomlin's first 13 starts this season. He looks like he's starting to hit a wall. He looks like he's starting to run out of gas. Fatigue might be an issue right now with him. He's been hit hard in his last few starts, allowing 17 runs on 24 hits, including a whopping 4 home runs in his last 16.1 innings. That's not a good sign when you're facing a Blue Jays lineup that has home run hitting power really up and down their lineup. Cleveland 0-3 in his last 3 starts as well. I think he might be in tough here to try to snap that losing streak. I think we've got the better pitcher right now, especially in current form-wise, with Aaron Sanchez here over Josh Tomlin. Reasonable price here. You can get the Jays minus 120 in that range as a road favorite. That's more than reasonable, in my opinion, to back Aaron Sanchez, who continues to be razor sharp for the Jays. So we'll look to Toronto to get the Saturday win against this Cleveland Indians team in this big battle between these two teams this weekend in the jockeying for the AL playoff positioning. Let's see what else. Quickly, we'll hit on a couple other games. Dodgers and Reds. I think the Reds are a little bit of a live underdog here. I really do. I don't know how you can lay minus 145 to 150 with Brett Anderson. 5 runs in just a single inning in his first start with the Dodgers. Last time out, got yanked early. He was just awful. And the Reds are countering in this matchup with Brandon Finnegan. And Brandon Finnegan's had his ups, he's had his downs, but lately the Reds have been winning more often than not with Finnegan on the mound. And let's not forget either, I've mentioned this before in previous early line report videos, Dodgers aren't very good against lefty pitching. They have not been a good lineup. They've got a bottom tier OPS this season against lefty pitching. That's a problem area. I think Cincinnati could steal one there. I'd be looking at the Reds in some form, maybe first 5 innings in case that bullpen gets a little shaky, as well as the full game. But I think Cincinnati plus 135 in that range, a live underdog at home against the LA Dodgers on Saturday night. I'd also lean to Baltimore. The price isn't ideal by any stretch, minus 135, minus 140, but Chris Tillman has just been magnificent at home here at Camden Yards for this team. Something like 12-1, 13-1 are the Orioles in his 14 in his home starts this season. So just phenomenal numbers for Chris Tillman at home facing the Houston Astros, who really seem to be scuffling a little bit right now. I mean, they got bombed by the Orioles on Thursday night. They're not playing really all that great baseball right now. Their lineup hasn't been good for the last few weeks. Starting pitching's been a little erratic, bullpen as well. So, Houston is dealing with some issues right now. They're going to have to go on a little bit of a run because slowly they're fading back in the AL West race. Slowly they're fading back in the wild card race. but doesn't mean they're going to be able to get it together here at Camden Yards. And we've talked about it before. This Baltimore home record this season has been absolutely superb. They might be able to ride that strong home field record at Camden Yards this season to another victory. So even at minus 135, minus 140 with Baltimore, like I said, the price ain't great, but still would play Baltimore probably in that matchup. All right, that's my look at MLB early lines for the games on Saturday, August 20th. I'm sports handicapper Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review. Until next time, enjoy the games and good luck.
If you like Captain American football, there's 50,000 dead presidents on the line in this year's Bait the Prick contest. In case you ain't fucking guessed, I'm the prick. Click on the link below for more info. I'm ready to stomp some ass. This is going to be my best performance yet. So join today. It's free, you fucking squares.